I'm not going to lie, this is a big day for us. We've been trying to get this guy on the show for a long time, and today he is here. Afroman, let me ask you a question on the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. Is the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. I'm Dan Carroll. You know this guy, Pappas. You know Kiefer on the end there. And I think the guy next to me probably needs no introduction. Afroman, you may be the hottest entertainer in the business right now. You think that's close to being a true statement? I mean, you are everywhere. You're all over the place. You're on Fox News. I mean, you're doing Newsmax. You're doing all the things. You're the hottest guy out there right now.
If whoever don't have the police crying, I'm hotter than them, you know what I'm saying? And that's as modest and as humble as I can be, you know what I'm saying? Amen.
Well, we are so glad to have you on the show today. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, sir.
And the whole thing that is going on with you right now, I mean, you won the court case. I want to get into the whole thing about how this all started with the Adams County Sheriff and all the rest of it. But you're doing a show tonight in Newport. This last, I don't know, 8 months, a year, 2 years. What has this done to you as a person, as you as a performer, and when you go out and you meet and greet people and do shows and all the rest?
Once again, for me, it taught me how to some kind of funny way turn my problems into my solution. And I thought this would be a great example how to teach modern day society and the world how not to be a crybaby, how to stand on the truth and to make good out of bad.
So and before we go any further, real quick, I want to say, obviously, thank you for coming. Obviously, we've been playing text tag and phone tag, the last couple of days to get this together. Worked out perfectly. Thank you to Andrew Pappas for being able to host out here in this beautiful patio.
Yeah, I forgot to mention
that. Beautiful day.
A little different setup.
We were able to. We had to drop back and punt and pivot, but guess what? That's what we do, and here we are. So I wanted to give some kudos to you, my man.
Listen, I appreciate what you said, because so many people that I've talked to about your situation, they're like, in today's world, everybody would have run to the camera and cried and said, "Oh, look, woe is me. I'm going to start a GoFundMe page for myself," right? Or someone will start it for you, and you were wronged. And there's no question you were wronged. But you took your attitude, the way you approached it, with joy. I mean, I think that's what came across to me. Humor, joy. I mean, I got to tell you, when I first so first of all, I'm a little pissed off at you, because that song has a tendency to worm its way in your damn head, and you find yourself walking around the house saying "yellow pound cake," and you're like, damn it, stop singing it, because that thing is catchy. But when I saw the video and we played it, and the way you spliced it together, and the police officer was walking past the thing and he was eyeballing that cake, I just started laughing. So how soon after you, because you had to go through a lot of emotions, you had to be like, because they damaged your property.
Yes.
And you had to be, anger had to be in there at some point. How long before you said, you know what, I'm going to take this lemon and try to make some lemonade out of it?
You know what, when you get mad, you're not trying to be happy.
True.
You're mad. What I realize is, when you get mad, if you can just go somewhere and just hesitate for about 5 or 10 minutes and put whatever's making you mad on the table and just sit there and look at it and just figure out what good can you do with this situation, predicament, whatever it is. You'd be surprised on what you would come up with.
No.
We underestimate ourselves. When it pisses you off, you're mad and you're going with it. But if you just hesitate when you get mad, yeah, it's mad. It makes you mad. But just light up a joint, pour you a drink, just sit that thing on the table and just hang on a minute.
So
and you'd be surprised what the positive things you would come up with if you gave yourself a
so
chance.
what was the time between when it happened and then you had to obviously, I guess, did you have to wait for all the legal proceedings to be done before you released the song, or was it shortly thereafter?
I don't know about legal proceedings. I don't think I'm a rapper. I'm rapping about your ass. As soon as you turn the corner and you won't shoot me or tase me.
So how long after?
What the hell?
How long did it take you to come up? I mean, how long did it take you to from the incident till you had the song done and were running with it?
Once I decided to do music, I was flowing like water. I had all the information I needed. Randy Walters is a son of a bitch. There's nothing to see. There's no writer's block or none of that stuff.
Just let it flow.
Yeah, man. I guess the hard part was just trying to figure out when to clip it and turn it into a different song. So I was just trying to figure out what about the raid I wanted to talk about.
It was so, I got to tell you, the way you did it, I thought was perfect. And to your credit and the way you said it, you're trying to also teach people how to react to bad situations.
Yes.
And I got to salute you because I think you definitely hit it out of the park, and you set the bar very, very high, because in today's world, it seems like we're just surrounded by people that are constantly claiming victimhood over something. And then woe is me. And you could have done that. And you were a victim. I think you were a victim personally.
Yeah, I know I was. But, here's the thing. Bad is not going to stop happening in the world.
No.
So good people might as well become accustomed to acknowledging it, addressing it, and solving it. There's going to always be a common cold.
Right, I
got
it.
Yeah, it's never going to be, I can't believe there's crime, and I can't believe that. No, there's always going to be these things. But there's always going to be a remedy for these things. There's always going to be vitamin C, lemonade, penicillin, whatever you need to help you get over a cold.
Right.
So there's going to be more corrupt cops. There's going to be more cops stealing people's money. And unfortunately, this is the hand I was dealt. I didn't want this.
No.
It's not like you asked for it.
This came dropped in my lap, and misfortune is going to drop in people's laps. So for them to fall out and think, no, it's going to come, and it's going to come back around. It's going to come back around, and you can turn misfortune into a fortune if you look at it through the right lens. If you think about it, I was doing everything I could. I was dancing, I was signing girls. My numbers wouldn't go up for nothing. While I'm trying to rap, these people kick in the door. Money kicked in the door. Endorsements kicked down the door. Movie deals kicked down the door. More followers kicked down the door. God's just shoving blessings down my throat. But okay.
So for those who may not know, it was in August of 2022 when the Adams County Sheriff came to your home in Adams County. We want to ask you about Adams County, about why you decided to move there and all the rest of that. But they came to your house. They had a warrant. They were looking for a kidnapping victim. The warrant also read narcotics.
Victims, plural.
Kidnapping.
Eddie Murphy said, tell us how you beat up the cop. It was cops. Yeah. Plural, 30, 40 cops, man.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them. But here's the thing. I mean, you had absolutely nothing to do with any of this stuff. If they would have come to you and they would have said, Mr. Afroman, we have this warrant. We think you might be involved in some kind of kidnapping, some serious drugs, trafficking, whatever the case may be. To my way of thinking, you would have talked to them. You would have worked it out instead of having them come in, do damage to your home, root through your house, go through all your personal things, scare your family members, all that kind of stuff. If they would have just come clean on this, come correct and said, look, we were out of line. We probably we're a little heavy-handed. We want to make things right. Is there a chance that any of this would have happened?
My brain didn't even go this direction. I get pulled over by the cops all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 51 years old. In my lifetime? You know what I'm saying? So it's how they go. Hey, you look like a suspect. We got a suspect. You match the description, blah, blah, blah. Sorry about that. It happens, dude. I'm not finna get into it with no police officers. Like I see them raid Puff Daddy. They had tanks and all of that stuff. Whatever. He wasn't even home. Then they walk up to him in the hotel like, hey man, let's go. All right. Yeah.
You didn't need
so,
to do all that.
So all that other stuff was just a flex, the youngsters call it, and it was unnecessary. Sometime on 48 hours, they walk up to the guy holster and gun in holster, the clipboard tapping their leg. Hey man, you threw frying French fries, dude. We think you killed Martha. You gotta go with us.
He killed Martha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have to do all those things. Like, a little, like I asked dude if I was under arrest and if they was gonna press any charge. He said no, and I remember I asked him if he'd help me put my door back on the hinges. And that's when he cracked this little smile and he waddled his head. Like, he goes, we're not required to do that.
And
he found like some type of joy in telling me that, and I told him, I said, thank you, sir. And, I wasn't finna sit there and holler and disrespect him. I didn't want to talk to him no more.
No, you definitely, handled it. You handled it the right fucking way.
So so that night, your door, you had to just prop it closed. Somehow put something in front. Your door was busted in. And that night, it wasn't, you didn't fix it it had to take you a little while.
Yeah, I tried to get somebody over there. I came in, I stepped over it that night, went on upstairs and went to bed. I made sure they were gone. I'm like, hey, you know the funny thing? Yeah. So watch this. I went on this big tour. And it was so crazy. I go on this big tour and the tour was over. This lady who makes these glasses we drink these goblets. She makes these nice goblets. She was having a birthday party in Chicago, and it was 5 days after my last show. I was going to drive home to Cincinnati, change, and then drive back up to Chicago. I was exhausted. I said, you know what? I'm going to take a slow, bummy cruise across America. I'll get to Chicago when I get there. I'll go shopping. Chicago is a great place for player shopping. A great place to go find turquoise dress socks and all this stuff players need that you can't find it. I'm gonna go find some nice.
Dan and Pappas, I'm gonna go to Chicago and get you some turquoise socks.
That's what I need. Turquoise dress up. So I go into Chicago. I go to her party. Had a great time. I go to bed at 3:30. I pull the covers back, and I wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying, for that morning deposit at 6:30, and I'm thinking, the tour's over, the party's over, I'm finna go home. And something says, why should you take a 6-hour drive off of 3 hours sleep?
Right.
Like, go back. You got the hotel, you got the big mattress there. Go back to bed. I go back to bed. I leave out at checkout time. I got more luggage than coming to America. I load up the car. I'm riding down to 65. I'm getting sleep. I eat at the best place I can find. I ride on down to 65. I see Smoothie King. I go get me a Smoothie King. Get that liquor off my system. I get a Caribbean way. Strawberry banana. Get you one. Best thing in the world, especially after a hangover. I'm sipping on that big Caribbean way.
Good to know.
Public service.
I cruise on down. I'm like 65 miles away from my home. And then I get a phone call. Man, the sheriff is running all around your house with this, that, and the other, woo, woo, woo. And I remember this iced tea line. And he said, 6 a.m, police at my door. Fresh Adidas squeak across the bathroom floor. Out my back window as I made my escape. Didn't even get a chance to grab my old school tape. And then this line stuck out. Mad with no music, but happy because free. Because the streets to a player is the place to be. Now, I got the cops running around my house, but I'm 80 counties over.
Yeah, the streets is the place to be.
I pull off the exit, and I pull into the speedway. I get the biggest Mountain Dew big gulp I can get, and I'm just sitting there on my phone. I don't know where I'm going, but I ain't going home.
I'm not going
I'm watching these fools run around my house like they're having like.
Now you could see that because you have video camera.
Yes.
I saw that. So,
Yes.
but you were watching it on your phone.
Yes. I sat there. I
Must
said,
have
I
a
got
good internet
through
connection.
searching. The dude talked to me. Yeah. I said, you guys leaving? Yeah. All right. That's it. That's it. I watched them all pull out and everything. And then, I cruised on home. You know what I'm saying? Spit out a few insects, stepped over my door, went on upstairs and went to bed.
And
our buddy James McGee from Louisiana said he wants you to know that the cops in Louisiana love you. They absolutely love you.
I just got out of the show down there the other day.
So you're watching them, and I saw, and I'm sure there's a ton of video that's not in, because you got to clip it to a short little thing. But they were going through. What stuck out to me is not only did they destroy your door and your gate,
right?
They drove through the gate, but they were going through like every pocket of your clothing for some reason.
They really ticked me off when they started going through my CD cases and stealing like Madonna's greatest hits. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, shit, that's a collector's item.
You know what I'm saying, man?
But my question is, what can you possibly hide in a CD case?
See,
that's my question.
No kidnapping victims in it.
That dude don't see. He's too cheap to go order Phil Collins' greatest hits online. So he's coming over there. He's reading it like, another day in paradise. Yeah, it's coming in the air. I got that good stuff, man. He was they going through it. Yeah, they gonna take something.
He gets home. He said, "Hey, sweetie, guess what I got? I put some dinner on. I'm gonna put some Phil Collins."
It must have been love, but it's over now. Stuff you can't even find no more.
I'm just wondering, what did they ever explain to you what they were searching for in the CD cases?
Absolutely tearing up.
Or you just didn't even get to that point?
From what I heard, something about a key to one of my hidden Scooby-Doo passages or something might have been in one of the CD cases or something, man.
For God's sake.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been a resident of Adams County? How long have you been out there?
Wow. Seems like yesterday, but it was long ago. There is a marijuana malt liquor bluer between 2006 and 8. 9
somewhere in there.
All of that is algebraic.
Okay. But let me ask you this: why Adams County? Why did you settle out there? Family?
God is great. Beer is good.
Yes.
And I'm crazy.
Oh, you don't have to watch it. You can say whatever you want.
Okay. I never. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I had no holds barred, my man.
Okay, beautiful. I had a girl fan that I fell in love with, and she lived in Adams County.
Got it.
And she wasn't moving. And all the girls from my hometown, they know better than to go with me. So if I find a hot chick, I always find hot chicks from where I'm, the hot girl from Alaska always likes me. You know what I'm saying? Like all the girls back home, they know, bro. No, because I got high. So anyway, she stayed in Adams County, and I came to visit her and her family in Adams County. Her brother had a whole lot of land, and he sold me like 5 acres of it back then for like $25,000. And it was like a good place for me to kind of regroup.
Okay,
in a way.
I was just wondering because
it rolls into, because that's been a big question, and a lot of our listeners and subscribers have asked that. But it's almost like a Dave Chappelle situation. Even though Dave Chappelle grew up or his dad taught at was it Antioch in Yellow Springs? But Dave Chappelle being in Yellow Springs, big celebrity, and then you being in Adams County, it's kind of funny to see like rural Ohio.
Yeah, that's like when I think Adams County, I'm thinking rural.
Well, that's a $5. That's a $5 fine, by the way.
You got to drink some more.
Man,
I'm kidding.
All right, you got it.
I'm kidding.
So that was my only, because obviously you're an entertainer.
Yes.
And you travel.
Yes.
And do you mostly drive or fly when you go on shows?
I try to stay on the road.
You try to drive?
Yeah. I figured out God put me on the ground. I try to stay off the ocean, and I try to stay out the air. Gotcha. I fight it like when those cats that don't want to go out the house, they hang on to the lamp, the curtain. That's how I try not to fly.
Got it. I like that. I like that excuse. I like that rationalization.
Tell me, I'm interested in your lawyer who handled this for you. How did you hook up with him? And did he know from the very beginning that because it turned out to be a slam dunk case? And was that his thought process the whole time you were dealing with all this legal stuff?
Yeah, man. I took it. Actually, he called me about to sue me for another guy. I talked to him, wound up liking him, and I intercepted and took that dude. I'm like, I like this dude, man.
What a great story.
Some dude was working for the dude I hired.
Right.
In some kind of way, he tried to jump over the fence and
you.
sue me.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, he needs to talk to his buddy because I don't know him, and I did this deal with his buddy, so he needs to go sue his buddy. And then I was like, I like the aggression and the good technique in it. Well, and then he was from Adams County, and he knew all the ins and outs.
Yeah.
And he knew he was and then he was the outlaw I needed. You know what I'm saying?
When is the sheriff of Adams County up for re-election? Do you know?
I do not.
Because that's an elected position. So sheriff's an elected position. I'd be curious to know how your case will factor into his re-election bid and or, if somebody might step
Kimmy
up.
Rogers.
I think you should run.
Kimmy Rogers was sheriff when the House got rid. Kimmy tried to dodge us. Rogers tried to retire and dip like a rat, leaving a sinking ship. Yeah, he retired right after my raid for some funny reason. Oh, hey, where you at? I'm gonna get you, Kimmy. Where you going? Hey, Kimmy. Well, stop that guy right there trying to get out the door with that suitcase. Yeah. Kimmy Rogers, he died, and then Kenny Dick, my lawyer made me stop making songs before I could get to Kenny Dick.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was in the corner
just had all that ready to go.
Yeah, I had it ready. He made me stop. I kept recording and polishing, doing videos, getting stuff ready. But he said, no, don't. Then right before the case, they dismissed all my claims, which defeated the whole purpose of this whole court process. The whole court process is I'm innocent. You knocked down my door and vandalized my place, stole my money, and disconnected my cameras. How do you dismiss my claims?
Right.
So you'll dismiss my claims and what? Sit around talking about yours?
Yeah, right.
That's real. That was real Debo.
Yeah.
That was funny. So once they dismissed my claims, I didn't think there was no rules. I became a hip-hop musical suicide bomber.
Well,
all weekend long.
Yeah, I will tell you this. I would not want to wrong you, because the way you do it, and it's not, and I gotta say this, some of the stuff, okay, some of it's about his weight and whatever. I mean, people be like, that's mean. I didn't think it was mean. I didn't think anything you said was mean. I thought it was just funny. Yeah, I just thought it was funny. People are like, oh, you're calling him fat. I'm fat. Big deal. I mean,
I'm fat.
I know.
Dude, you think I don't know what he's thinking? I'm the big boy that got the lemon pound cake there. I know what he's thinking.
He was eyeballing it. I mean, he was eyeballing it. And that's the thing. Like I said, the video, because when he walked by, the way you had that spliced, he was just like, I got to have me a piece of that. and I was wondering, did he sneak a piece? I mean, did you clip that out? Did you know if he snuck a piece?
Let's talk about it. The cameras got disconnected.
Oh,
so not only did my $400 come up missing, I don't know where the lemon pound cake went either.
You're like, shit, I was coming back from the road. I wanted some of that.
At one point it was there. Now it's not there.
And he was like, shut up, boy. And he had crumbs all around his mouth. I didn't want no problems. I didn't want to get Epstein in one of those cells back there. So I couldn't say. The cameras got disconnected.
That's right. That's right.
The guards start falling asleep. Now,
correct us if we're wrong. And their body cameras had a problem too. Is that correct?
Yeah. Weird. Something happened to his camera on the way to the evidence room.
That's right.
Hey, y'all ever seen Lionheart? Remember that old movie Lionheart with Von Damme?
Yeah.
Remember that last dude he fought looked like Andre the Giant. He was like this big freak with a cat, got off this plane, right? And then he jumped around, did like some Muhammad Ali type stuff. Then he took the back of his hand and just tapped this guy's rib where it was broken and sore. And he was like, ah! That guy was like, ah! He just made a mental note that he had an injured rib there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like when I seen that dude. When I seen them all get pissed and sue me over me singing about a slice of lemon pound cake,
Yeah.
Randy Walters is a son of a bitch. Lick 'em low, Lisa. Oh my God. Lemon pound cake made you mad?
Wait, watch me
my
now.
God.
Watch me now.
It's one of those here. Hold my beer. I got another one.
That was a microphone testing. What? Whoa.
How hard was it during the court proceeding for you to maintain your cool or just composure,
I
not
guess.
Look at it. He wore that suit the whole
laugh? I know he
time.
did. I know he did. And I love your suit, by the way. I do love your suit.
I guess.
I actually bought one. I bought one after I saw him wearing this at the trial. I fucking bought one.
Thank you. I guess I had to respect my 1% neutral chance with the jury.
Right.
So I guess I didn't want to come off like
it was in your best interest to just
sensitive, mean thug.
Right.
You know, so but at the same time, like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you cut off my cameras. I didn't see how they was pulling this off. At the same time, I watched some cops beat up Rodney King. Saying 4K, whoop his ass,
right?
And they all walked out of there. The city went up in smoke. You can lie in court, but the streets gonna give you the real verdict. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
Well, I was just amazed that, at least from what I saw, the news reports, you're sitting there, you're calm, you're cool, you're collected, there's no anger in you. And, I don't know if I could have pulled that off if they had broken into my house and busted down my door and damaged all my stuff. And the kidnapping, that's the other thing. Did you ever find out who made the charge?
Yes.
Okay. So is there a history there?
Yes. It was this girl, like what I call her. I said, talk too much, tasty Tasha, Chatterbox Chamblin. Yes. Let's talk about this chick a little bit. How much time we got?
We got as much time as you got,
man.
brother.
Beautiful, man.
Because we want you to get this is for you. I mean, we want to talk.
Okay, yes.
We are on no time frame but yours.
Man, yes. Yes. Well, there was this chick, I came up here, I chased one girl up here and everything was fine. But after a while, the sexuality just got shut off. I don't know what happened, So, I played love songs. I tried to do it, but it wasn't happening. Now, this chick, I met some fans. It was James Chamblin, her husband, and then it was her. And, they want to take pictures. I signed autograph, all that good stuff, this, that, and the other. Then they live around the corner. So
did you sign her tits?
No.
Not that time.
No, I wasn't on that.
All right.
Yeah, I do it at the shows, but, she was there with her husband, so I didn't.
Maybe that wasn't a good.
Yeah, I go with the flow. So,
right.
Whatever.
You don't follow him on Instagram.
I get it.
I see it all the time.
I get it.
And it's amazing.
So anyway, I communicated with James, her husband. He had helped me go get tires, go get stuff in town, help me get ready for a tour, little stuff. I'm in Adams County. I'm trying to figure out how to function.
Right.
So whatever. So he had his number 937, and sometimes when I meet people, like I'm a little slow loading up their names in the contacts,
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah,
Dan is. I can verify that.
His name was James, and her name was Tasha. Keep that in mind as my story drifts. All right. I'm new to Ohio, so I chased her up here. So I don't know where to get black services like my hair braided and hair products and this, that. So anyway, I meet this black engineer in Mount Orab. So I talk to him, blah, blah. Come to find out his cousin knows how to braid hair. So he gives me her number. So I go over to her house to get my hair braided. She's beautiful. All right. So I start talking to her. So this, that, and the other. So I'm trying to get her to talk to me. I don't know. We've been talking for a minute. It's time for me to see if she likes me or not. So I drink a beer one night. I'm like, hey, what's up? We gonna go out. We're going, this, that, or whatever, what's happening. And so a text come back and it says, her name was Tasha. So stay with me. There's a black Tasha and then there's a white Tasha, James. All right. I don't lock them in. I asked her, can we go out and do whatever? She texts back, yes. But she said, just don't tell James. And I'm like, who is James? She's like, you're a friend. So no, I think I'm talking to the black Tasha. I ain't locked in people's name. I'm accidentally talking to a white Tasha. Okay. All right, stay with me. This shit gets good, bro. God damn. Hang on. I'm going to take a sip of white. Hang on, man.
The black Tasha, the white Tasha.
Yeah. I get them mixed up. I don't lock nobody in. All these 937 numbers. All of it. Now, I'm nervous. If I go back and I say, hey, what if she runs over there and shows James that text? You know what I'm saying? So now I'm desperate. I don't have no woman, so I'm looking for a woman. So now it's like I need her to commit just to have something to keep her to be quiet with. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. We go through it. I get this hotel. We meet up and whatever. We go through it.
The comments are going crazy right now.
Hey,
it's called A Tale of Two Tashas.
All right, yeah, man. That sounds good. Copyright that name for me, man. Hey, look here.
It's locked in.
I go to this. We meet up in this room. All right, whatever. All right. I tell her I got to go back home. I got to do some work, this, that, and the other. She's in a fight with James, and she doesn't want to go home. I tell her, stay at the room, holler at me later. Okay, whatever. I leave. I go back to the room like 3 weeks later. The guy's from Russia. He goes, Joseph, what happened? What to the room? What do you mean? He said, he said, whatever. The beds came up missing out of the room, the TVs, the toilet got pulled out of the floor. Now, okay, now, let me give you a little history lesson. I'm an old man. Well, not an old man, but I'm an older rapper, and I'm hip to crackheads, but I'm a little naive and ignorant of meth heads.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the meth heads is an improvement on a crackhead. A meth head is an educated person that started doing drugs. Crackhead is a dumb person that got smart after they started doing drugs. A meth head was smart before they started doing drugs. So meth head needs some money. They start unhooking gas pumps at the gas station. They pull the window fixtures out.
Anything.
Meth head is different.
Anything.
It's an improvement on a crackhead. So I'm not knowing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I got big question marks now. Where I left her with this room. Where's the bed? Where's the toilet? I'm not hip to cute little meth heads. Okay. So I asked her about it. She don't know what happened. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Maybe she left the door cracked and what? Some other meth head came through there with a U-Haul truck and just walked down the mattresses 4 a.m. in the morning.
I can see that.
Okay, I don't know. All right. Awesome. They hit my credit card. I didn't even know. Ouch. They hit me for about $6,000 or something, whatever they thought they needed to restore that room. Okay, great. So I meet her somewhere else, whatever, hey, I tell her, hey, this, that, and the other. So she's supposed to come meet me somewhere. So she goes to the airport. Instead of getting on the plane, she goes down the baggage claim and she just plays luggage lottery. Yeah.
Open it up and see what you like.
She just grabs two people's shit and just rolls back to the car. Like them dudes ain't looking at her on the camera. I don't know. So she gets caught up down there. Doing something and something. She's telling me I'm doing shows all on. Like, wait, I gotta go. What the hell? Now I got 2 different occasions of her stealing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the problem is, I'm still a heterosexual. I don't have a woman. So some kind of weird way, I need to extract her vagina from her without being a victim of her thievery. You know,
you sir, then would be a magician.
Well, that's what I gotta be.
I tell you,
we gotta do it.
I don't know that was possible.
It is. It's gonna have to be because I'm not gonna lose stuff, and somebody's got to. Yeah.
First of all, you're in it for at least $6,000 from the hotel room alone.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point you want to cut your losses and be like, that's not worth it.
Yeah, but I can't right now. I'm going through no woman season. It happens. I get them all at one time, and then I get these seasons, dude. It's like, damn, bro. You know. So, hey, man. You know, hey, man. I'm one woman away from 24-hour pillow. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, work with me, bro. Hey, all right, man. I'm hanging in there, man.
I got you.
All right. So, come to find, she's one of these klepto, whatever the people that gotta steal.
Yeah, kleptomaniac.
Okay, so I got my cameras up in my house. You know, I put them up because, you know, every now and then somebody hits my house. You know, I go on tour, come back, windows busted, you know, whatever.
It's easy to see when you're gone because you're a performer. So they know if you're out of town.
So, okay, so I put up my cameras. I try to, you know, people breaking my house. I call the sheriff. They come 8 days later. They fill out a report. Don't give me a copy of it. I can't even get reimbursed by the insurance people. So I'm like, all right, forget the police. They don't serve and protect me. All right. I believe that. And then they get mad if I follow up on the investigation. Like, hey, you keep calling down here. It will get addressed. And I know that means ass kicking, dude. They're like, all right, Pippin. All right. I don't want it to get addressed. All right. So I leave it alone. All right. They don't serve and protect me. Forget them. I put up my cameras. I'm going to find who breaks in my house, and we can all play games, right? All right, great. So I put up my cameras. I see her one day. She has on one of my flannel shirts. It's like one of those big shirts with it's kind of checkered. I only find them like in LA at swap meets. And they got real big sizes, like 5 and 6. Mm-hmm. They're real good. I really like them. They're comfortable. She has on my flannel, and she's going through my DVDs and loading up another book. She's taking like Harlem Nights and Coming to America. Now let's talk about DVDs right now. I went on Netflix, and I thought I could just sit down. How do you not have The Godfather in your selection? You know, an old man can't sit down and watch TV no more.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I sit down. I can't pull up Coming to America. I can't pull up The Godfather.
Right.
I can't pull up Overboard. I can't pull up Thelma and Louise. I can't pull up nothing that I like.
We know. Jason's like, what?
I know these movies.
I refuse to watch garbage movies.
I'm surprised that that came out of his face.
Good movies, man. And so, like, this chick is over here still in Harlem Nights.
She was going to go sell that.
Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, and Red Fox in the same.
The classic.
And I'm like, so anyway, this chick got to go. I've had it now.
Finally.
She stole Harlem Nights. She fucked up the motel room. I could deal with that.
That was the red line.
Yeah, she fucked up the hotel room. No problem.
The toilets was
she stole people's luggage at the airport. No problem.
No problem.
Harlem Nights. Fuck you.
You got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, man. So, all right. So, look.
Deadleg just said, my man's preaching. He's going through my DVD Trapper Keeper.
Amen, brother. But who's Harry Crumb? You got to go, chick. So she's out. She's out. Now here I'm gonna finish while I still got the. I'm gonna make it quick. I'm gonna sum up.
No, you're good.
Watch this. I cut her loose. All right, and, she came over. I watched her, but I had, she came over. I had to. She came over, and I looked at her phone, and every text in there was like, "You effing you stole my grandmother's." The next text,
other people.
Yeah, other people. Everybody, the whole town. And come to find out she's one of those off your porch type people. Like when the package comes. Oh yeah. So I go around to see my mom. My mom got in a real bad car accident. So my mom orders this Mary Kay stuff, right? And so none of the neighbors. I bought my mom a house around the corner from me. None of the neighbors never spoke to me. I never spoke to them. We just, we were just living. 2 houses down, one of my neighbors works for this air conditioner company. He got the dude on the side of his van, Schaefer. So it's all of a sudden he wants to talk. He's waving at me. And so I stop. He comes down. He goes, a girl in a gray Mustang
That's her.
Boom. I'm like breathing now. Stopped and took something off of your mama's porch.
Okay.
All right. Then now I lost it. She stole my Harlem Nights.
But she
Now she done stole something
from
off of my
mom.
handicapped mom's porch.
That's
So I
right.
go around her house. I cut myself like kind of cat a corner. I didn't want to look in her eyes because I didn't want to lose it. I said, look, I don't want to hear it. I said, I ain't going to call the cops, none of that. I said, I don't care what you do. I said, I'm going to stand right here. I said, you come out of your house with my mom's package. I said, I don't care. I said, I ain't tripping. I ain't going to call the cops. I don't want to fight about it. I said, I'm going to just take it and leave. I'm not tripping. Everything's fine. I said, just come out. I said, I don't want to hear it. I said, I turned around and I just didn't look. And when after I spun around real slow, she just wasn't at the door. I was like, I think I feel progress. And I just kept looking off like, man. And she came back. She had it. She's like, it was starting to rain. And I was like, all right. And I got my mom's Mary Kay. My punishment to her was cutting her off. You know what I'm saying? Now, whatever, she kept doing stuff. She gets caught with whatever she gets caught with.
Right.
And to get out of that, she starts making up. Now, I thought she'd make up a believable lie. Like, well, like she could have told him I had joints and like a half an ounce on the kitchen counter or something like that. But then she starts making up these like R. Kelly Puff Daddy. He got kidnapping victims and sellers. And it seemed like she had realized that they're going to realize eventually that's not true.
Right.
And that's going to come back on her. But she didn't care. She just wanted the handcuffs off for that moment.
Right.
So she went ahead and just told him.
So that was the source.
Yes.
As a FU to you.
Yes, she was what I call a unconfidential informant. Yes, her songs coming too. Her song and DVD collection is coming.
Now
We'll talk about that later.
Is she still out in that area?
Yes.
Oh Lord, that's
Yes.
gonna be fun. All right, well, good luck with that.
Hey man, that's good stuff, man. It's funny.
So we had one of our listeners and subscribers wanted to know, seeing the video, you and Hank Williams Jr. when you came out, he wanted to know because he's a huge music buff, and as we all are. But what was that experience like, going out and just singing Family Tradition with Hank Williams Jr.?
Larger than life. I didn't think of, I didn't think it was possible. It was funny how it all just happened. It's this man I hang out with, back in the day, friend of mine. His name Don Magic Juan. I just liked his book and his story. I didn't understand how, I don't know, connected he was. I didn't care. I just liked his story, So I had his book, and my buddy took me over his house to sign his get his autograph and whatever. He come to find out he didn't know I sung Because I Got High. He loved that song. He's from Chicago. He smokes weed through his nose. He's like one of those cool dudes. He shows off his rings. He's like, I said, yeah, man. Don't ask me. So he's this hella cool out there. He drove these Rolls Royces in the 70s. He had all these women and everything. So whatever. He called me over to hang out with him one day. I said, all right. So I went over there, we smoke a joint, and we laugh, we talking and everything. He said he from the 70s, so he talk all this old stuff. He said, hit a corner with me, Jack. I said, all right. So he got the car, he got a Cadillac, white walls on it, bugs on it. So, I'm riding around. I figure, I don't know, whatever. He pulls up to this fur place, and I didn't know I was wearing a fake fur. Like, what I'm saying? It don't matter. People don't like when you kill animals anyway.
Right.
But I thought I had a real fur coat on, and I didn't know it. I'm a ghetto boy. I thought it was a fur. It was a white fur. Anyway, he takes to this lady. The lady likes Because I Got High. She gives me like a mink coat. She's like, you can have it. And we said, take some pictures with it. I saw some stuff, and I said, yeah. Okay, so we back in the car. I'm rubbing on this reel, and mine feels like carpet now. I'm like, what the hell? And the funny part is, I've been walking around with this for like a couple of years. So everybody in the world knows I've been walking around with it. Nice. Nobody's saying nothing. Everybody in the world knows I've been walking around with a fake fur coat on. Anyway, so now I gotta. So bam. So yeah, man, I'm kind of hungry. So he pulls up to this dilapidated building, and then like the bricks start rolling back. And it was like Snoop Dogg's compound. He's back there barbecuing. Hey, man, this that. He said, come on, man. I'm walking behind him. He gets up in there. He's like, then there was Snoop. He was like 10 feet tall, standing in the back, like working on like some stuff. And he go up on the side of Snoop. He goes, hey, Snoop. He said, you and Afroman ought to do a song. He said, that'd be cool, Jack. And then Snoop Dogg was like, you got something for this right here? And I'm going to make something for it. I'm like, yeah, you know.
Right.
I started rapping on this song. All right, bam. I meet Lunel. I meet Terry Crews. I meet Paul Rodriguez, the first George Lopez, the original. You know,
yeah, sure.
You know, I meet all these people. And so, long story short, at the end of the day, he drops me off. I'm drunk as hell. I'm high as hell. I got a new real fur coat. I got a song with Snoop Dogg. I got pictures with. I'm like, God damn, what a night! And I forgot my whole point of bringing that up. I was trying.
Hank Williams Jr.
Hank Williams Jr. Boy, that was almost a major loss.
But we're taking all of it.
Okay, back to Hank Williams. Like, I got this. I got that
hell of a day, man.
Okay,
so one day
he taught me how to have a hell of a day.
Yeah,
I mean, I've had hell of a days, but not like that one. That was a star-studded, a different type of clout. That was a hell of a. I've had.
Once I retire, I want to have a hell of a day.
A hell of a. Okay, so now I approach life with that the sky's the limit. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen today type day. Right. So I'm just walking around, and I done got out of the ego thing. Like, I don't just sit in my dressing room think I'm too good to speak to another artist. I'll get up. I'll come off my pedestal. I'll go down there and speak to him. Ask him, can I get a picture with him? You know, God bless this day. I'm here with
whomever.
Yeah, whoever. And I need to cherish this day. So I'm just moving around. So I'm speaking to everybody, asking them how they doing. So some of the dudes I had me some weed. I asked some dudes they want some weed. I'm speaking. Some of the dudes they were something to do with Hank Williams. So they was just on my bus. They was on my RV. They was in my RV, and they're smoking weed. And I'm just being happy. They're like, hey man, they like Hank lets different people come out and sing the second verse to different. He said, you ought to do it. And I said, hook it up. I'm thinking,
like, fuck it, I ain't scared.
And so they come back, they're like, yeah. And I had another dude, artists do what they want to do. If me and another artist say, hey, I'm gonna bring you out in the middle of my set, he got the power to do that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't got to check in with nobody, nothing. So they was like, yeah, we're gonna do it. So the day before the show, I happened to tell some of the corporate people, like, yeah, I'm gonna stay because I'm going out with Hank. They're like, I don't know. Let me check on that. They seem kind of like, I don't know about that. Whoop-de-whoop. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean this, that?
No, you already had it done.
Well,
if an artist asks you to do that, you don't say no to something like that. Right? I mean, a guy like Hank Jr. or Snoop says, come on out and do part of the set.
So them dudes, they said, hey man, I said, I'm gonna go learn the second because I half-ass know the song. I come in when I want to. I'm usually drunk when I sing that shit, so I come in when I want. Why do you drink? Why do you rose? Hey, so, but I don't really know. But I got somewhere and learned that damn second verse. And so man, I wanted to do it good. So I always like a cowboy that kind of sing, kind of come in with the boots, whatever. I don't know. So I cocked the cowboy hat to the side. They was chopping. And they was like, yo, get ready, man. They was like, get ready. And they was like, yeah. They're like, all right, go. And I came walking out. Family tradition. I said, I am very proud of my daddy's name. I had the right key at the time.
No, you that video was absolutely fucking amazing. And one of our, like I said, one of our guys, a huge music buff. He wanted me to ask you about it, but I'd seen it and I was like, that Hank Williams Jr. is close to my heart just because my dad passed away early and that was his guy. Once I saw that, I was like, holy shit. Holy shit, that's amazing.
Yeah, I took it. It was, I think it's the Galvin Adcock. Y'all ever heard of him?
Yep. Gavin Adcock.
He came out on Crazy Rap. Crowd was loving that. And then I came out with Hank Williams, and none of that was planned that day. It was just good times.
So cool how that all just flows. How you guys just grab onto it.
Yep.
So what is? I know you have a concert tonight over in Kentucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is next? What's next on the Afroman, career path? Are you taking
I'm not gonna try to top this, dude. I'm just gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna just splash in this photo for the rest of my life, man. I'm gonna do stuff. I'm gonna eat off of this tree. I got the Afroman cartoon. Like, I'm gonna do something to the point where I'm gonna be one of those superheroes that has the same enemies.
There's an Afroman cartoon.
Afroman is a superhero. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Superman. He blows breath and he looks at women at the bank with X-ray vision and all that type of stuff. I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Then Spider-Man, he crawls on the wall. He skeets webs from his wrist and flies through the city. Afroman smokes weed, drinks malt liquor, hops in his Cadillac and get away from the police. You know what I'm saying? A real American hero, baby. Kids don't try this at home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about Afroman. I'm thinking I want to have a repetitious enemy. So like Tom and Jerry, the Coyote.
Yeah.
The Dukes of Hazzard is not a cartoon.
We just got to sign up the Adams County Sheriff.
The Dukes of Hazzard is in my mind. Like, I'm going to do a cartoon version of the Dukes of Hazzard. And yeah. And I might, every episode, the cops are going to be, doing something corrupt and wrong. They're going to be stealing money. They're going to be, doing something, cutting off people's cameras. Like, yeah, we're going to take your money. Nobody's going to see it. Yeah, we're going to eat your lemon pound cake. Like, is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's Afroman. Then the cops are going to be like, Afroman, please don't start rapping about us. Don't give us emotional distress, humiliation. And I would just be like, yeah.
So when
here we go.
Afroman is going to do you.
Afroman is coming to Sheriff.
When are we going to see this come to fruition? I mean, is this in the next 6 months?
Right now, I'm going to just stick to my safe promotion. Coming soon.
Well, we will be looking forward to it because it sounds amazing.
Hey, I'm gonna do a quick sponsor ad, and then we'll close it out and let him get on.
Every 2 minutes, a child enters foster care in America. Behind each statistic is a face, a story, and often a heartbreaking message. It's not my fault. The Varner Foundation for Children and Families was created in 2020 to change this reality. They don't just raise awareness about the foster care crisis, they take action. When local agencies can't meet a child's need, the Varner Foundation steps in. From providing essential resources to foster families to supporting children who've experienced trauma, they're building a network of hope. Every donation, every partnership, every act of support creates ripples of healing in a child's life. These aren't just statistics, they're futures being restored. One child at a time. Visit varnerfoundation.org and be the difference in a child's life, where 100% of all donations go directly to families in need. 100%. Because every child deserves to know you matter, you're valued, and it's not your fault.
I started making a reservation at Ruth and Chris for 6:30.
We're back. We're back.
Oh, we're back already. That was fast.
Hey, you keep doing your thing. Do whatever you got to do.
That was quick.
Yeah. Our friends from the Varner Foundation. Yeah. Support the show.
Another musician, but his foundation is not. But Dan Varner is another musician.
Yeah.
And runs a great foundation. 100% of their you got to drink. 100% of their donations go to the to the people in need. So gotta love Dan Varner.
All right.
No, it's amazing. We appreciate the support, and
we have our roadies giving help here.
Man, I can't thank you enough for coming on. Dan, thanks for coordinating this and getting it figured out, and us being able to drop back and punt. This turned out.
It was better than we could have imagined.
This turned out absolutely amazing.
Fantastic.
So you've got Newport tonight.
Yes, sir.
And then what's the next couple dates you got?
Well, you can go to I'm gonna be home for a little while up there.
Okay.
I mean, good gracious. But you can go to ogafroman.com, look at my tour schedule on there. I'll keep it up to date as stuff comes in.
We'll toss a link on our page.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll definitely toss a link on our page.
Okay. Yes, sir.
But the question I have for you: has your gate and your door been repaired?
Indirectly, yes. You know what I'm saying? Not with their cooperation, but yes, it has. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Did you get the $400 back?
No.
That's
I'm
not
still
right.
after my $400 in my lemon pound cake.
Well, we brought a lemon pound cake today,
Thank you.
so we can share a little bit of that when the show is
You know what I'm
over.
saying? The police should not be stealing.
No.
You can't represent the law and then break it.
No.
It's principalities in this.
Yeah.
So even though I know $400 in lemon pound cake might sound petty, it's principalities.
But
in
see,
this.
even though you have this beef with the Adams County Sheriff, and I think it sounds like you get a raw deal in general. It seems to me like you are a law and order guy, though. I mean, this is
I do.
you're talking to three people here who have great support for law enforcement.
Yeah.
But if they do something they shouldn't have done, if they step out of line, they got to own
Watch this.
what they did.
You can't have a policeless society.
No.
A bad guy can't wake up and realize there's no repercussions for his bad actions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if there were no police, we would need a police scarecrow.
Right.
Just to have something represent what should be the law.
Right.
There's two types of human beings in the world. There's good ones and there's bad ones. And both join the police department. Both get jobs at McDonald's. Some McDonald's, your French fries be hot and ready. Some McDonald's, they tell you, hey, sir, can you pull up there?
I hate that. That happened to me the other day. I hate that.
Okay, well, now,
After they have your money, get right over there. We'll be at 10 minutes.
now, here's a rock in my shoe. The so-called quote-unquote good cop, in my opinion, he needs to snitch on the bad cop a whole lot more. I'm a good cop. I'm a bad cop, right? Okay, I'm raping a little kid. I'm a bad cop. Okay, I'm a good cop. I see him raping that little kid, but I ain't saying nothing. Now, wait a minute. Now, so I'm calling on good cops to be good cops and to uphold the law when you see bad cops breaking it.
The law is the law.
Amen.
And everybody is subject.
You're going to make me obey it. What's going on with you?
Just
now,
because
I run that red light. I got to pay for that.
Right.
I back into somebody's car. I got to pay for that.
That's right.
I do wrong. I got to pay for it. Now, when you do wrong, you ain't got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
I do like what you said. We need, we need law and order in society. We can't live in a lawless society because that's just anarchy.
But the cops can't be lawless either.
Correct.
Amen.
And I agree with I agree with what you said.
He represents the law. Obey it.
He actually, since he wears the uniform, he
is the law.
He is the law per se.
They use the term held to a higher standard.
He should be held to a higher standard. There should be absolutely no appearance of impropriety. So he is on a different plane. And the fact that, $400 is $400 and, your door damage. I mean, I'd have gone back with like a steel bank door on your front door. I mean, you ain't coming through this. I've been like, you ain't breaking this one down.
Yeah, they put a guy in prison for his they had 3 strikes in California. He took a little kid's piece of pizza. That was funny. It was robbery. It was force or fear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was the principle. Even though it was a slice of pizza, you robbed that little kid for that slice of pizza, and they threw him away for the rest of his life.
Now in California, you can walk out with like $1,000 worth of shit from a store, and they're not going to do anything to you.
I hope those days are coming to an end.
I don't know if that's still going on, but that's what happens.
That's got to stop.
But that's what happens. Like you mentioned, we can't live in a lawless society because then the criminals just do whatever they want.
Right.
And that's no way to live.
Right.
So,
now, and then criminals it's bad enough they're in society. Now, can you imagine a criminal filling out an application and getting a badge?
No.
And 100% immunity?
No.
Yeah. Guy kicked down your door, steal your money, and he got 100% immunity.
You said it exactly right. Look, in all facets of society, there's good and bad people.
Yes, sir.
And there's good cops and there's bad cops.
Yes, sir.
And there needs to be maybe more calling out, reporting of the bad police because they tarnish them all.
Right. And I never said F the police.
No.
I said Randy Walters. I won't go into detail, but I brought out the person that was wrong. And here's the thing. The people that are wrong, they can redeem themselves any minute. And like, I don't hate none of these cops. I don't want them to go to hell. I don't want to fight them. I don't want to shoot it out in the Walmart parking lot. I simply want to talk shit to them.
Right.
And make some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you mess up, your daddy talk shit to you.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, why you push the door? Don't you see Pool right there? Look at that. He gonna talk a little. You fuck up. They gonna talk a little crap to you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You fucked up. I'm gonna talk a little shit to you. Hey, come here. You don't like that? I'm fucking. You don't fucking like it. You motherfucker. You're fucking up. You motherfucker. And I'm done. You know. Just like he's gonna do me. Just like, if I fuck up, hey man, what's wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with you?
Fuck wrong with you? You dickhead off with
It doesn't get any more basic.
And if you don't like that shit, stop doing it.
That's right. Exactly.
I done had a gang over me and shoot me out, or just regular dude. Hey man, how you doing, man? Fuck wrong with you, man?
What's the matter with you?
You douchebag. And if he's right, dude, I said, all right, man. And you know what? If I go ahead and apologize, I cut it out or reduce the harshness.
Right.
You know, I mess up in traffic. I go ahead and stick that hand out the window. Sorry, man. Don't shoot me at the red light. Let's get this shit over with now. I fucked up. I shouldn't have did that.
I done fucked up, AA.
Sorry.
Gotta do the right thing.
You know, they got erasers on the end of pencils. Because nobody's perfect. It's not wrong to make a mistake. It's wrong not to admit it after you did it.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I like that.
All
I
right,
like that.
All right.
I think that's a perfect way to end this out.
Well,
Afroman,
I was just going to ask if you could, before you leave, just give us one short verse of Lemon Pound Cake, if you would, please.
The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake. Mama's lemon pound cake.
Everybody.
It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice. Of what? Of what? Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his Glock. Lemon pound cake. He's trending on TikTok.
Lemon Pound Cake.
He's a family guy. He got the munchies because he got high. Lemon pound cake.
Pound Cake.
Hey.